Welcome to the Smart Marketers Academy, where we help you to build your business smart, get more clients, and make more profits. I'm Davida Yemi Akale. I'm the founder and CEO of the Smart Marketers Academy. And on this program, we're looking at how to find a profitable target market for your business. And this is module 3. So we're going to start by asking this question: who are your clients? Now, when you're thinking of a target market, you're thinking of identifying groups of buyers based on specific characteristics that bind them together and make them a common group. Now, before we go into any more details, we'll have a quick look at why people buy, because sometimes the motivations for buying is what identifies a group, what identifies a group as being common. So we have different motivations, such as pain. Some people buy because of pain. They're trying to get rid of pain, or they're afraid of pain, so they'll make purchases because of that. Some would make a purchase because they're trying to secure themselves. Like, you probably would know that a lot of people would buy insurance because of security. Others have a need to for status. They have a need for maybe to increase their status or to improve their status, their social standing in the community or in whatever community that they are identified with. So they'll make purchases in order to meet that particular need. Now, others would be, it could just be a desire for it. They might not be, for instance, a person who goes out and buys chocolate all the time is probably in a way addicted to chocolate, so they just desire that thing. They can't resist it, so they go out and buy it. Others buy because of fear. A lot of salespeople or companies use fear as a motivation. For me, it's something as soon as I realize that the marketing tactic is using fear as a motivation, I tune out, because I don't believe that any purchases that I make in that frame of mind will be the right ones. Others appeal to pleasure. Others try to satisfy their need for pleasure, and that's a legitimate need. People work hard, and there's also a time to play. There's otherwise people will be, I think it says, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So what we want to so some people would buy because they want pleasure. People go on holidays. They might engage themselves with certain sports, maybe water sports or things like skiing, just for pleasure. So you need to know your market. You need to identify your target market and know what motivates them and what would make them buy. Other people would buy for prestige, as you could see. So all you need to think about when you're dealing with a target market and you're thinking of their motivation, the question you need to ask yourself is this: what would get them to open their purses or wallets to buy from you? Like I said, my husband and I can go shopping, but the things I'd want to spend money on won't be the things that he wants to spend money on. So you need to understand your target market intimately to be able to know what triggers them to buy. Now, when you're thinking of choosing a target market, what you're looking for is a hungry, starving, or desperate crowd. They need to be hungry for what you have to offer. There's no point in trying to sell to a market that's not hungry for what you have to offer. Otherwise, you'd end up chasing them, But if you key into their hunger, because everybody's hungry for something. Some people might be hungry for affection. Some people might be hungry for an improvement in their health. Some people might be hungry for more money. They might want more money. They might want to improve their financial situation. So people are hungry. So when you're looking to do business with a target market, think of, what is this crowd hungry for? What are they desperate for? So you need to find out what they must have, and you need to give them what they must have. Now, there's a difference between a need a want and a must have. When you look at the marketplace in terms of a need, you're looking at it from your perspective as a business person. And that isn't really good enough, because people won't buy what you think they need. People will buy what they themselves want. So there's not much correlation between what you think they need and what they want. So that's why when you're choosing a target market, and before you build your business and before you start creating your products, you need to do your research, because what they want you can only find out either by studying them and watching their behavior, listening out to them. If they're in forums, they're discussing things, they're talking about their pains. What words are they using? What are they saying? By doing that, by engaging with them, you begin to find out their wants. You can conduct a survey if you want to. And like I said, there's a tool that I use for researching my business online, and you'd find it in the resource sheet attached to this particular module. And what you'd find with that particular with the statistics that tool returns is that you'd find what people are actually looking for online. You'd find the phrases that they're using to search. You'd have all that data. You'd have the data of the number of people looking for a certain thing online. So it's a good thing. It's good statistics to have, because if you know that about your target market, if you have that kind of data about your target market, what you'd find is you would know if you are looking at a hungry and desperate crowd, and you will know what they're hungry for. So we looked at what a need is and what a want is, and what a must have is slightly different. It goes a level higher. Now, when it comes to what they must have, there's a kind of urgency attached to that. There's an urgency attached to that want. And if a person must have something, what you'd find is that they're already seeking for that thing. So basically, when you're thinking of your target market, you're looking for a group of seekers, people who are mobile, already seeking. Now, if you don't build your business around something that they must have, what you'd find is that you'd have to motivate them to buy from you. You would have to be the one chasing after them. The tables turn. You change the nature of the game when you sell what they want, and not just what they want, but what they must have. If you sell what they want, let's say there will be 50-50, maybe 50% of the time they're chasing you and 50% of the time you're chasing them. If you sell what they need, what you'd find is you're the one chasing them all the time. But if you sell what they must have, guess what? The tables turn, the game changes. They will be the ones chasing you. Your business becomes more magnetic, your business becomes more client attractive, and that means more profits for you. So we're going to look at what the best target market is. So what groups of people will form the best target market for your business? You need to ask yourself that question. You need to answer that question. And in most cases, it will be people with a pain that they must have solved. It's always people who have a pain want to get rid of that pain. So find out what their pain points are and meet that need. Provide solutions for that particular need. Then, like I said, the other way to identify the best target market to work with is make sure that they're a target market already looking for solutions. So they're looking for the type of solutions that you can provide. Now, when you're looking at a target market, it's best not to go for a market that is price sensitive. If you go for a market that's price sensitive, you might end up having to compete on price, whereas what you want to do is be in a position where you can sell your products or service based on the value that you're giving the marketplace. So think about that as you choose your market. You don't want a price sensitive target market or target audience. Now we're still looking at the question about what groups of people will form the best target market for your business. Now you need to make sure that these people have a disposable income to pay for your services or products. What products are they buying? What ones are they able to afford? How regular can they afford these products? Can they afford them daily? Can they afford them weekly? Is it once a year, or is it once in 5 years? So you need to decide, what will be the best for you? What's the best scenario for you? Would you want to sell this product every week or every month? Or, you need to think about that before you decide on the target market to settle with. You might have a target market. They might buy your products, but they might not be able to afford it that frequently. So you need to you need to factor these things into the picture. Are they targetable? Are you able to reach them easily? Are they sizable? There's no point in building a business around a tiny target market that is not able to sustain you. If your target market is too narrow, if the focus is too narrow, before you know it, you've exhausted everyone in that target market. So think big, but not too big that you can't you can't really reach everyone, in that particular market. Like I said, if you choose a bigger market, maybe you need to segment it so that you can actually reach smaller parts of that market one step at a time. So I've come to the end of this module. If you'd like more information about our products and services, please visit us at www.thesmartmarketersacademy.com, and I look forward to seeing you on the next module.